Hey everyone, welcome to a new video. And today I want to talk about the whole limited run showcase. I found out about this because I missed it actually when it first dropped. But shout out to Joe Rad for reminding me about it. I went and checked it out, and I found a couple titles on there I was pretty impressed about. So let's get right into it. So first off, I want to start off with Castlevania Collection, Advanced Collection. I did not buy this as digital because I knew it would be eventually released as a physical. And what's really made me happy about this game being a success and getting a physical is that now we have the possibility, which I say is a definite possibility, that the DS games are next to get remastered. So I'm very excited about that. But going into this game, these are some of my favorite portable games for Castlevania, I would say. Harmony of Dissonance is my favorite, even though I know most people like Area of Sorrow, but I'm very happy that these are coming out. So, and with a lot of the features that are coming with, like the rewind features and things like that, I don't know if it has enhanced music or anything like that, because the Game Boy Advance could use a little bit of enhanced music, because I would say the Game Boy's capability of sound was kind of dicey. Now, my only problem with this collection is that, I can't decide on which cover I want to pick for the games. They went with the original Game Boy Advance covers for everything, and the Super Nintendo Dracula X cover. I wish they just would have made a new cover for it. I would have actually probably picked that. But I don't know. I'm going for more. I think I'm going to go for Harmony of Destiny since that's my favorite one out of the series. So we'll see. But it's hard to decide. I feel like I should choose Area of Sorrow. But then their Circle of the Moon looks good too. So tough choice there. I think they knew what they were doing. They're going to get that Castlevania hardcore collector to get every variant. And next up is Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. So I remember this game back when I was a kid, and I thought it was freaking hilarious, but I didn't really understand it. Then I want to say the mid 2000s, I saw it again, got to play it, thought it was really hilarious, it cracked me up, but I didn't feel like I needed to buy a copy because I didn't own a system that would play it at the time. But now, finally, it's going to be released, I think, on modern platforms from what I'm seeing here, so this is cool. I know Limited Run had announced this a couple years ago, along with Castlevania for the PC Engine. But this one seems like it's pretty much done, finally, so I think within the next couple of months we'll be able to order it. It's just more of a novelty. I like FMV games like this, and you can't really call this an FMV game. This is more like a clip-type game. This is something like if some friends came together and said, hey, let's make a video game real fast. You would get Plumbers Don't Wear Ties. So it's pretty hilarious. Definitely worth picking up. So next up we have Shantae Advanced. Now I remember seeing this game. I want to say it was like, I think it was like 14, 15 years ago. I saw the prototype they had for this game. And it looked great. And I was shocked that they canceled it, like with the progress they made for it. They went right to a Risky's Revenge. But now it seems like they've come back to this game. So this is like the long lost game. And I love that they're putting this back together. This game was locked in the vault, and it had work done on it before. So now they're continuing to work. And it's probably going to look even better than it would have been if it came out originally. Now, even though I'm very excited about the announcement that this game is coming out, I hate that it's only being put out for the Game Boy Advance. We already all know it's going to come out for the modern platforms. They're waiting or whatever, but I felt like it should have been released all at the same time. So I guess they'll get the Game Boy Advance version out of the way, then they'll put it on the Switch, of course. Hopefully they'll put it on PS4. Don't skip to the PS5, because I hate when games like this come out on the PS5. I just want those games that push the PS5, but whatever. I feel like it should come out on PS4. But anyways, it's a miracle this game is coming out. I'm happy to wait for it. Didn't forget about it, and it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. A very colorful looking game. So if you're a Shantae fan or a fan of adventure games in general, this is a must-have for you. So, and I'm a Game Boy Advance guy, so you guys know how I feel about the Game Boy Advance. It's probably my favorite portable system of all time. I have to get this game, so definitely really happy about this announcement. No, the whole reason I even watched this event was because my buddy Joe Rad had told me that Clock Tower had got announced. I was like, Clock Tower? I didn't know which one, so I typed it in. Of course, they're doing the original one. I thought that was really cool, honestly. I already have a reproduction of it in English on the Super Nintendo, and I have a reproduction of it on the PlayStation as well in English. But for it to get an official release, I think it's pretty cool, and they're going to add some extra, I think some cinematics to it, I guess. Maybe they could fix some stuff with the game, make it run a little bit faster. I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool they're re-releasing it. This might, like, ignite a fire to maybe, hey, people want to see more Clock Tower games again. So we'll see what happens. Now the game's not going to be released till 2024, so I wasn't super pumped about it, but I am happy that somebody cares about it. So definitely, I would say if you're a fan of survival horror, but we're talking about survival horror where you can't fight back, when you have to run from your enemies and dodge and hide and stuff like that, then this is the game for you. I've always wanted to do like kind of like a retrospective of the Clock Tower series, and this release actually might pump me up to do it. We'll see how it goes. I'm not promising anybody that, but it's a series that I pretty much adored over the years. And I remember playing Clock Tower on the PlayStation 1, which is actually Clock Tower 2, the original Clock Tower 2. That game actually scared me because it's actually one of the first games where, like, at least that I noticed, where if you're kind of like standing around and doing stuff, like the enemy could randomly just come after you. You'll hear like those scissors clapping together, and you'll know you're in danger. So it's pretty intense, I would say, even though it's a point and click type game. But anyways, the focus is on the original game where it all started. They're gonna announce some more stuff for it, from what I was reading. So hopefully that'll happen pretty soon. But I am pumped for it. So it's gonna be released on modern platforms, and I'm not sure if they're gonna do a Super Nintendo release for it. Maybe they will, like a limited amount of those for people. But the main thing is it'll get put out to a modern audience, so people will finally get to play this game and see what all the fuss was about. I don't know if a lot of you guys remember this, but back in the day, they were actually trying to do a Clock Tower movie, and it kind of, well, obviously it fell through. It's pretty messed up. But yeah, I'll leave it here with that, guys. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know your thoughts about the whole showcase. If you're excited about these games I'm talking about, are you excited for the other ones that I didn't mention? But that's all I got for you guys. Radical Reggie, and I'll see you all later.